Yo, what's up people, Shinigami here. Thought it would be fun to do like a first thoughts video on Master Duel. I've played the game a bit now. Let's check ranked, which rank I am, Decent rank, gold 5, not terrible. I've created a few decks, so I can show you what I've built so far, so... Enjoying the alternative ban list, I suppose. Building some nice triple reasoning Cosmo to quick make duels faster, I suppose. I also have like a Red Dragon Archfiend deck list, which is underperforming. Not sure if it's the shuffler that's shady or something, but it's not working quite well out for me. Extra deck needs to be polished still for this. But yeah, what are my thoughts so far? So, obtaining cards is pretty generous so far. I'm gonna be totally honest. It's quite easy to get gems, especially early on. You can get a lot of them free. The shop has a nice deal that will give you a few early gems for, well, quite an easy price. There's a secret pack system. If you want to build a certain archetype, well, here you go. Get the archetype you need. Like, for example, to build Lightsworn. You can get specific packs. Important tip for those who don't know. Let's say we want to build Evil Twin, right? Evil... Yeah, let's say we want to build this deck, right? Let's look at one of the SRs, for example. How to obtain. So you have specific packs which contain certain cards. In order to unlock the pack, you can just craft one of the cards that's in it, and then you'll unlock the pack that contains that specific archetype for 24 hours. This is a very important thing to notice. It will save you, well, wasted gems, I suppose, if you want to build a specific deck. So that's deck building. I think obtaining cards is fairly easy. My biggest gripe with the game so far is the current solo mode. The duels in here are boring. It feels like it's holding your hands too much. Especially with these stories, it gives me literal stories about fucking pieces of cardboard. Who the hell cares? So that's one of my biggest criticisms. It does give you good rewards, but it's so damn boring and it should not exist in current form. Poorly executed, if you ask me. I don't think it should exist. The Forbidden and Limited list is honestly pretty based, I would say. Some cards are in weird spots, I suppose. It is kind of the OCG ban list. Like, can I see a quick example? Totally awesome is limited, you know. Trucking of Calamities is legal. Sayuja is limited, so Rip Infernity. But then again, this is a PvP game, so Sayuja being at 1 isn't too bad. If a deck runs more than one Sayuja, it shouldn't exist in Master Duel. Your Servant at 1 is kind of touchy or kind of annoying for certain strategies. There's some semi-limits that, well, these cards usually aren't at 2. Engage, for example. It's interesting to say the least. It's definitely interesting. So that's it. It's like an OCG modified ban list. That's some interesting cards. 3 like Upstart Goblin, which, well, it's different. So obtaining cards is fair. The solo mode's absolute dog shit. If they were to remove it, just straight up give you those cards, it would be way, way better. I think the solo modes this shouldn't exist. Ranked so far hasn't been the most enjoyable, I'm not gonna lie. That's just a big issue of Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! You're starting up a multiplayer game, you expect to get like a back and forth duel, a 2-player game, but that's just simply not the case. More often than not, your opponent will start comboing and you're just a spectator in the duel. I think that's a bit problematic. Now, luckily, this game does have cards that need to be legal in TCG at, well, legal rates, like Maxi is in here, Vantage Emptiness, Skill Rate is at 3, and I hope the TCG will follow suit. This is simply the superior format. One thing they also do really well is that ranked duels are best of 1, not best of 3. Best of 3 would be nonsense. Do you have any idea how long these duels would take? People who want best of 3s in random ranked matches against random people, honestly, in my opinion, lack a brain. They lack the ability to critically think. I think right now one of the biggest game issues this game has is that you get like 480 seconds for your turn. This is way, way, way too much. It should be like 60 seconds per turn or something like that. If you need more than like 1 or 2 minutes to make your moves, your deck shouldn't exist. Not in a PvP game. You know, what you want to do in like single player, hey, do your thing. In a PvP game, If your turn takes more than 1 or 2 minutes, your deck shouldn't exist. There's no rights. It shouldn't exist. I think that's one of the biggest issues with Master Duel so far. Simply the format, and that's just years and years of poor card balancing that's, well, slipped into this game. So, would I recommend this game to anyone? Honestly, no, I would not. It's more than Yu-Gi-Oh's. Inherently too flawed to enjoy. So yeah, that was my quick review of Master Duels, my first impressions. It's a solid Yu-Gi-Oh game, but it's still more than Yu-Gi-Oh. Don't play this. That's the video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Peace.